Hi, anyone and everyone. I know, I love the nails. I just cannot get over them. Hi, I'm Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective tarot for today, Tuesday, December 10th, 2024. You may follow me on the book, the Insta, the talk, or the tube, or not. Totally up to you. Also, I got to figure out how to work in Lemonade and Blue Sky Social because I joined those this past weekend. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, fabulous. We love it for you. If some of it does not, please just leave it on the table for someone else. We just don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. Okay? That's it. No hate there. Just love. Love. Love, love. Intuitive City Oracle. Rob Barthelman. IntuitiveIntention.com. Yeah. Everybody's like, let me look at your nails. Let me look at your nails. And they're like, oh my God, that color is so you. I love it. I love it. I love it. And it's pretty close to what I was trying to match it to. And, I mean, not exactly, but pretty damn close. I'm pretty excited about it. All right. Let's see what the tarot will bring for us today. We got 3 on the table. Oh my gosh. Boing. Okay. I hope everybody had a great Tuesday. I wanted to say Monday since I was off yesterday, but I know that ain't correct. We got 4 on the table. Oh. Wasn't yesterday's read where somebody was having they were gonna have a healing journey, but they were watching somebody else's healing journey, and they were like in their fifis about it? Was that what that was? Wee. I know. You know what's funny? I was tired all day. They put me at 2122 to pick, and I hate that station. I don't know what it is about that station. Oh, I don't like it there, and they keep putting me there. It's driving me nuts. And it just brings me down. Like, it totally changes my whole like flow, and ugh. By the end of the day, I was feeling like back to normal. I had coffee all day. Like, I couldn't like kickstart myself. Like, that station just like, now that I'm home, now I feel like energized, because I was like, okay, I was so tired at work. I was like, I'm gonna go home and feed the cats and take a freaking nap, and then I'll get up and do the reads and have dinner and all that jazz. Now that I'm home, like, I feel energized. Like, I hate picking at that station. I hate it. There's something about that station. I don't know what it is. Okay, we got 5 on the table, 1 major. Six on the table. Six on the table, 1 major. Nose itches. My nose itches. We got 7 on the table, 1 major. All right, let's do 2 more shuffles. One last shuffle. Oh, we got 8 on the table. 9 on the table. 10 with bottom of the deck. Ooh. Poor me. All right. Oh, top of the deck is the Chariot, the Magician, and the King of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. Let's set that over there. We got 6 of Cups, Knight of Swords, 6 of Swords, 8 of Cups. We've got Temperance. We've got 9 of Pentacles. We got Page of Swords. The Hierophante. We got the 7 of Swords. Now this fell out sideways. Usually when it falls sideways, I take it upright. But for some reason, I keep looking at it in reverse. So we'll talk about it. We got the Knight of Wands, bottom of the deck. All right. Feminine, masculine, take out resonates. It doesn't matter. There's a lot of good in this read. I don't know. Oh, pardon me. I'm knocking my rocks around here. I feel like with the 6 of Cups and the Knight of Swords, like someone's being told to set the past aside so that like manifestations can come in, and so that you or someone else, I'm going to say you, right, because it's easier, so you can move forward. And it's not that you're not moving forward, it's just with this 6 of Cups, like, I don't even think I've ever said this before, but she's got all this stuff, right? Like all this memorabilia, paintings, pictures. It's almost like, okay, like you're thinking too much about the past, right? Like all this is probably technically the past because it's in picture form, right? Like when you're a kid, when you're a young adult, certain things that happened in the past that are no more. I just think someone is sitting in it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's okay to revisit it. It's okay to think about things. It's okay to have memories and think about those memories, the good and the bad. It's okay. But when you just sit there and it's just a constant, like, it's kind of like, and I've talked to you guys about this before, right? Like last year when I was on my healing journey and I started watching tarot and I was studying tarot, like I watched it constantly. And I still, for the most part, watch it constantly. I don't really watch a lot of regular TV. You guys know the last couple of weeks I've been watching reruns of Frasier on Prime. Like I'll have it on in the background. But like other than that kind of thing, like I even I even have a 3-month free subscription for Apple TV. I got it with my new iPad. I didn't start it until the beginning of November. It has already now been like a month and a half, and I have not watched Apple TV not once. And there are shows on there that I like. Like I should be watching it. I'm just not. Because I don't ever really watch TV. You know? I got rid of Hulu. Netflix, I just have basic Netflix. It's like $6 a month, $7 a month. There's commercials and everything. Like, I don't care. I don't watch it. And before, I was reading like the Melanie Martin's book, that was the rage on TikTok. Like, I got all the books. I think I'm still in the middle of number 3. Like, I need to move my ass on that. But I have books on my phone that I haven't watched or I haven't read. Like I'd rather read than watch TV, technically. Um, but what I was gonna say is, like last year when I was watching tarot and I was studying tarot, and I've said this before, like I think everybody when they first come into tarot, they start watching it and they're like, "Oh, it's all about me. Everything's about me. It all resonates, right?" And there's a reason why a lot of things resonate for a lot of people. Because again, and we've talked about this too, we're all humans. We are all living some of the very same similar experiences, right? So when you watch a tarot reading, a lot of it probably is going to resonate. Past, present, future, like it's going to resonate. A lot of it is. Some of it's not. The thing is when you first get into it, like you just get into that mindset, like, oh, well, maybe that's going to happen. That's for me too, but that's going to happen later. You know what I mean? Like, you don't really think, like, okay, maybe that just isn't for me. And you get into this thing where you constantly watch and you think everything's about you, and it's unhealthy behavior because you're getting yourself stuck in that mentality, right? Because usually when you watch tarot readings, a lot of times it will be things that already happened to you or that are currently happening, right? And it's very hard to like get yourself out of that little box you put yourself in when you're watching tarot. Now, like this year, it's a little bit different for me. Like when I watch it, yeah, there are things that resonate. Of course, there are things that resonate. And then there are other things I'm like I'll hear like a reader say something and I'll be like, who the hell did that happen to? You know what I mean? Like you're able to tell the difference. Like, oh, that never happened to me. And I have no idea if that's happening to someone else. So that's not mine. Whereas before, I probably would have been like, "Oh, I'm not talking to so and so. I bet that's happening to them." Like like you have to find a way to make everything resonate. Whereas now, it's kind of like, "Oh, that resonates. That doesn't resonate. That resonates." That doesn't resonate. God doesn't want you in that mentality like how I was last year. Oh, it all resonates. It all resonates, Like, that's not where you need to be. And again, it's not to say like I couldn't watch a read today from someone, one of the people I follow, and, maybe the whole thing does resonate. Like, maybe all the things that they talk about really did happen to me. And I know that they happen to other people. Like, I literally know, right? Like, I'm not guessing. But in reality, the odds of that, of everything resonating, is usually not likely. Usually, readers are pulling energy from all sources. And again, even though we all have similar experiences, we don't have those experiences necessarily at the same time with the same people, right? So they're going to be a little different. They're going to be a little off. It's I'll give you guys a specific example. This is a perfect example. So last year there was a reader, and she made her own set of cards, right? Like oracle cards. Great cards. Great cards. She still reads them today. But last year she was reading them, and she was doing a reading, and she probably had it happen like a couple times in a row, like a couple days in a row, where she did a reading and like the same couple cards fell out. And basically what it was the cards that fell out, it was something illegal was happening in like a public shop, okay? And you can say whatever kind of shop, grocery shop, whatever. The shop doesn't matter. But something illegal was happening in a shop. Now last year when I watched those readings, they were actually lives. I think most of them were lives. I was like, who the hell is doing something illegal in the shop, and where's the shop? And I haven't talked to so and so, and it must be them. Like, literally, I had to make everything fit, even though in reality that just didn't fit. Like, if I don't know that so and so is doing something illegal in a shop, how does that, like, I don't know. How does that fit? It doesn't. I can't guess. Like, I can't guess that someone I haven't talked to in years is doing something illegal in a shop. I have no idea. It doesn't fit. It just doesn't fit. But like last year, I was in that mindset, like, oh, I'm going to make it all fit. This year, I was literally watching her. She had done it as a live, but I watched the replay, right? I watched the video of it. And she kind of had the same thing come out this year, or the other day. And it was something illegal is happening in some type of shop somewhere. And I literally am sitting there, and, she's talking about, she's like, oh, I've had this before. Like, I've gotten this before. And I'm thinking, yeah, you got it last year. Like, because I remember, like, I tried to make it fit into my own life when it just did not. And now, watching it, I was laughing because I don't know who the fuck that is. Like, that is not me at all. So that just kind of shows you, like when you spend too much time thinking about that past, and you're trying to make everything fit, and you're trying to, make the storyline cohesive in your mind, when really it just doesn't have to be. It's bits and pieces. It is what it is. God is saying, like, you don't need to sit in this energy all damn day. Like, think about it, let it go, move on. Think about it again 6 months later, let it go, move on. You know what I mean? Someone's just sitting in like past energy. The thing is like, whoever you are, you have good stuff coming in. You're on a spiritual journey. a healing journey. Right now with the Temperance card, you're probably in a very peaceful state, right? I mean, that would be nice. It's the holidays, a little mellow, a little peaceful, happy, go lucky, right? That would be nice. Nine of Pentacles, whoever you are, you take care of yourself. And that's not to say you don't have family. Maybe you have family, a husband, a wife, a significant other, children. But you know how to take care of things. You know how to take care of you. With the Page of Swords, you're a truth seeker. You're a truth speaker. I think that's where this Seven of Swords comes in, this dishonesty, consequences in reverse. I think maybe the reason why you think about the past is you're trying to find answers revolving around something that happened in your past. And that's okay. Like, I get it, right? I get it. You guys know my story. I talk about it all the time. The ex-best friend, all that jazz. Like, I am never going to get answers to those questions of why she did what she did. To me, to our friendship, I'm never going to get those answers. For me now to go back and think about it, like, guys, I hardly ever think about it. And the only time I really ever think about her and talk about her is here. When, like, I'm teaching and using her as an example. Part of my story, part of everybody's story, honestly. I'm sure I'm not the only one that had that shit happen to them, Best friends betray best friends all the time. I'm never going to get the truth of that situation. And even if, like, she were to come in and say something, at this point, am I going to believe anything that she has to say? I really don't even think I would. And like I said, I don't really think about her other than when I'm in here talking about her, using her as an example. I've told you guys before, I've gotten to the point in my healing journey with that whole situation. Like, she needs to heal. I hope she gets to heal. I wish her well, and she can do that over there. And as far as my seeking truth from that situation, I mean, even if like her sister were to come forward, or another friend were to come forward, or the guy that she tried to put between us were to come forward, like, I don't even, like, again, what are you going to say to me to make me believe anything that you have to say? Like, it's at the point where, like, 2 years later, right? 2 years later, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore. Like, I know what I know. I believe what I believe. That's all I've had for the last 2 years. What I found out, what I believe. That's it. And again, I'm to the point where I don't care. Like, it's done. It's been 2 years. More than 2 years. I hope she's okay over there. I hope she's doing her thing. I hope she's healing. I don't know. Other than that, somebody coming in with the truth, like, what would I even say after they're done saying what they have to say? Okay, thanks. Have a nice day. Like, and I understand. Like, the pain, the not knowing, the regrets of not saying what you want to say or saying what you want to say. You know what I mean? Like, I understand all that stuff. But at some point, like, you got to let it go. And the Hierophant card comes out, right? And it says belief. And I think, like I just said about my own situation, I think for someone that's confirmation, you have whatever answers you have, whether that's a lot, whether that's very little. I don't know. I'm sorry. Um, I'm sorry if you never got a lot of answers. Um, let it be. Take what you got and move on. And just remember that who cares about, the people that treat you like shit. You have to move on. You have to treat yourself good. You have to move on to other people that are going to treat you good. You can't sit there and wait for some idiot to come back and give you a half truth, a not so truth, because again, you don't know. Or you would know, right? You use your intuition, you're psychic. They come in, they say some bullshit, and you're just sitting there like, none of this is true. Like, I know, like, I literally know none of this is true. It's just a waste of time, you know? And I know it's a hard pill to swallow, and, it's part of a healing journey and a spiritual journey, realizing that at some point you just gotta let all that shit go. Because you deserve not to have to live in that crippled mental state. Because it really is crippling when you think about it. When you're constantly thinking about people and situations from your past that you never got answers to, it's crippling. It is. It really is. It's just not worth it. Sorry, I still have my cold thing. It's just not worth it, in my opinion. And I feel like with the Hierophant card, I feel like this is God saying, like, take what you got and move on. And again, I don't think this is in any way God, kicking your ass and being like, okay, now, like I've said before, like everything is in your own time. You go at your own pace. When you're ready, you're ready. But just know when you're ready, congratulations, we're proud of you. Because again, I know how long it takes to get there. It took me a long time to get there. A really long time to get there. I get it. We all get it. Knight of Wands, bottom of the deck. It's just more confirmation that you just have so much good stuff coming in for you. And it's okay. I don't know why I feel the need to say this specifically, but it's okay to be playful. Whether you take that to mean, tap back into your childhood, whatever. Your inner child, all that jazz. And it's okay to let things go and become lighthearted again and love again and live in peace and, just be a mellow type of person and friendly. And it's okay to go back to being that person. Oh, pardon me. Maybe now I am getting back to being sleepy. Maybe my voice is putting me to sleep. And this is not me, like, this is you. This is all you. This is all inner workings of you. Okay? This is not, I know I mentioned, like, oh, if the ex-best friend came back and had something to say, would I believe it? This is not somebody coming back to you. I don't want you to misconstrue what this reading is about. This reading is about you. Reading is about you coming to terms with things that you might not be able to rectify or solve in your mind, right? In your heart. It has absolutely nothing to do with somebody coming back and, saying something to you, apologizing to you, whatever. It has nothing to do with that. I'm not saying that that couldn't happen. I'm just saying that that's not what's in the cards. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about you. We're talking about you letting go. I just want to make sure I clarify that. Okay? I don't want anybody to be like, oh, somebody's coming in. No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said. All right. I think I'm going to leave it there because I think you can only harp on people so much about, moving along. Like I said, everybody moves at their own pace. And, like I said to you guys, like, I started my journey at the beginning of 2023, and it probably took me like, what, a year and a half-ish, a little bit longer than a year and a half, to realize that I know what I know and I have to let the rest go. I have to make peace with the situation. I have to make peace with the people, even though they're not here. I have to do it in my mind. I have to do it in my heart, and I have to let it go. I'm not talking about forgiveness. You guys know how I feel about forgiveness. That is totally up to you whether you want to forgive someone or not forgive someone. I've said before, like, I just feel like the people that have abused me, especially the ex-best friend sexually assaulting me, I'm not going to give you forgiveness for that. And I mean, I could, right? But I'm not going to do that. If you want forgiveness, you're going to have to go to God for that. Like, I feel like when people are abusive, when they do things against the laws of humanity, I think it's for them to go to God for that forgiveness. Because you literally, like, you more than lost your way as far as I'm concerned. You took on some type of demonic entity. And at that point, like, that's out of my hands. That's out of your hands. That's out of my hands. That's to God as far as I'm concerned. So, totally up to you on your forgiveness journey, like how you feel about certain situations pertaining to your past people, all that jazz. But that's how I feel about it. Little stupid things, yeah, I mean, I'll forgive you all damn day. I don't even really, you know what I mean? Like, whatever. Like, to just let something go, like, I'll forgive you all damn day. But abuse, no. No. Because a lot of that comes from mental instability. A lot of that comes from, choosing, like, if you abuse people because you're mentally ill, but you don't take medication, you choose not to take medication, you're not trying to help the problem. You're not trying to create a solution. I don't believe in that. Like, you're not going to help yourself. I just don't believe in that. So, some things I feel like are better left in God's hands. And that's how I leave that situation for me with the ex-best friend. She can go to God for forgiveness. That's up to him, whatever he wants to do with that. That I let go and I let God in that situation. Anyway, enough of that. I hope it resonated for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you found it entertaining. I hope everybody has a great evening. It's supposed to snow here tomorrow. Supposedly, like, a little bit. So I'm really hoping. I'm supposed to meet the ex-husband for dinner. I think he's supposed to come here and see the cats. I don't know. I have his little gifty for him. But we always see each other before the holidays, so I don't really want it to get snowed out because I don't want to have to reschedule. I'm just saying. because then next week is the week before Christmas, and then it's Christmas. It's really close. Tomorrow it'll be two weeks away. Crazy. All right. I hope everybody has a good night, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.